This is a product video for TeckWrap's Rainbow Drift series wrapping film. The Rainbow Drift series comes in 5 colors and 2 finishes, gloss and matte. Wine Red Nebula, Ibiza Sunset, Iris Purple Gem, Peacock Green, Northern Aurora. The roll information and color samples can be found on the outside of the box. Each roll is packed in 2 storage bags, and the liner has a grid pattern that can be used for direction and cutting. And here are the details. Product number RD05, film type polymeric calendar, liner craft white silicone, rolls come 20 meters long, width 152 centimeters wide, 5 different colors, thickness gloss 140, matte 160 micron, adhesive solvent, multi-layered film, and here are the uses. The Rainbow Drift series reflects a wide variety of colors and hues. It is also directional, so be sure to line up each section correctly so the color is uniform. The adhesive is black and has air egress channels. There is no repositionable technology, so the initial tack is high. Vertical overlaps should be 2.5 centimeters wide. Inlays and overlays 3 to 5 millimeters. When the film is repositioned back off the main application surface, light wrinkles may occur. If this happens, pick the film back up and heat it. The film will go back to its original shape and finish. Avoid using a torch on the matte finish, as this will gloss the film permanently and it will have to be replaced. And here's the production information. No printing directly on the film. And here's the warranty, vertical and horizontal. Zone 1, 4, 3. Zone 2, 3, 2. Zone 3, 2, 1. And for smaller jobs like hoods and roofs, keep in mind that you can order a minimum of 3 meters. To minimize waste and streamline the install process, it's best to cut the film into sections specific to the vehicle beforehand. Use the grid pattern as a reference for cutting precisely, and use the logo as a way to keep the panel going in the same direction once you're wrapping. And here's the information for install. Workspace temperature, standard cleaning methods, paint, OEM in good condition, conformability flat to moderate curves. Here are the tools needed to achieve a professional result, and keep in mind that the surface energy for the matte film is low, for the gloss, it's high. Because the initial tack is high, use masking tape to lower the surface energy of outside edges and raised objects. Standard car wrap cleaning methods apply, and focus especially on edges. Before removing the liner, place the panel in position, hold in place with magnets, and remove the excess material with the liner still on. This makes the panel easier to work with, and the scraps can be used for mirrors and door handles. Always store these in a safe spot. For installers working solo, it's best to prep a temporary hinge beforehand. Using a backing paper cutter on the liner is one way to do this. Then, place the panel, remove the liner, and make a permanent hinge. Work one half at a time. Magnets with masking tape keep the film from touching the surface on curves. Keep the liner on as it acts like an extra set of hands, and use overlapping squeegee strokes to form the film into place. Remove the magnets and apply the curve. Always wrap the flat first and curve second. On the edges, especially with curves, there may be tension on the film. Because Rainbow Drift is a multi-layered film, it's very important to relax the film with heat so it holds for the long term. Once the film is relaxed, feed it into the edge. Do not bridge and force the material in. Before applying the other side of the panel, a good tip is to use a tack cloth. This removes any tiny specks of dirt. Because of the thickness of TeckWrap film, any speck of dirt will stand out. Due to the fact that the film will shrink 3 to 5%, avoid cutting directly on the edge. Instead, cut enough film so that it wraps safely around the edge. This means that on the hood, cut on the side of the front bumper, and always use a sharp blade. For the sides, cut on the side of the front fender. This gives around 1 centimeter of film to wrap around the edges. And to help seal the edges without wrinkles, use heat. This helps it conform perfectly for a professional finish. For severe compound curves, like on mirrors, it's best to section the film in 2 pieces. Warm the main piece ahead of time with a heat gun or IR heater, then use 2 installers to form it in place. Remove the excess material where the overlap will be and seal the edge. Feed the material into any gaps to minimize tension, then cut and seal. The backside piece has minimal tension, so it will hold the tension of the first piece. Be sure to post-heat these areas at the end of the job. Keep in mind that the Rainbow Drift series from TeckWrap is not warranted for deep recessed areas, so use inlays or overlays. For large compound curves like this fender and bumpers, work with 2 installers and use IR heaters or steamers. Multi-layered films should always be heated thoroughly so they stretch uniformly. Very important. And a good tip is always take advantage of the air egress feature of the TeckWrap. Only squeegee once the material has conformed. For post-install, cure time is 24 hours above 10 Celsius. Always use pH-neutral aftercare products. Avoid wax or solvents when cleaning. Post-heat temperature is 110 Celsius. For overlaps, it's 130 Celsius. The Rainbow Drift series has a much higher post-heat temperature than standard wrap films. Also, more areas need to be post-heated: edges, curves, and recessed areas. Post-heating at the right temperature ensures long-term durability. For maintaining the wrap for long-term, use pH-neutral cleaners and avoid wax or solvents as these may dry out or damage the wrap. If the wrap is removed within the warranty period, there should be a minimal amount of adhesive left behind. Use of propane torches, heat guns, and IR heaters or steamers work fine. For more information on the TeckWrap Rainbow Drift series, you can go to these links or Facebook page. And this has been a product video for TeckWrap's Rainbow Drift series. Proudly produced by the Wrap Institute.